views in the first hour of it being published. So you want to publish at a time when people are going to look at your video. I personally try to publish at prime time, which is kind of the television standard for when a lot of people are home and a lot of people are looking at a device for content. So I try to aim for anywhere, as early as 3 p.m. Eastern time, and then as late as like 9 p.m. would be the latest, the absolute latest I would ever do, because you start to get into midnight in London and stuff like that. So your publish time can be very important. You've published, well now you need to be your own advocate when it comes to PR and marketing. So now you need to share your content. So I would suggest that you have your own social platform, your own Twitter account, your own Facebook account, your own Instagram account to share your videos to get more views. Also, this is where you're going to get a lot of feedback from people. You're going to get feedback in the comment section of your YouTube videos, and you're going to get feedback on your social media platforms, and take this feedback, listen to it. If someone says this was a really boring video, well sometimes that can just be a hater giving you false feedback, but sometimes they could really be saying, this didn't catch my interest, maybe I have to work on this, maybe this is something that I should look at. But always have a thick skin when it comes to that. You've done all this, you've got to the part that a lot of people want to talk about, how to make money. Money. So YouTubers do make money, and let's talk about how they do it. How do you make money? Whenever you upload a video, YouTube will put ads next to the video, and then YouTubers make 45% of whatever is displayed. So if you click that ad, and let's say that ad generated 25 cents or something like that, the YouTuber will get a little less than half of that. You have to be part of the YouTube Partner Program in order for that to happen, and the YouTube Partner Program fluctuates in how difficult it is to join, what you need to have before you join. I do believe that you need to be at least 18 years or older to join. You may have to get your parents to sign you up if you're too young. Next is a multi-channel network. This gets a little bit confusing and into the weeds, but YouTube was having trouble selling advertisements. They needed more people to sell advertisements on their behalf. So they created this thing called a multi-channel network. And what these networks do is they get a whole bunch of channels, so a whole bunch of YouTube people are under one network, and they will sell ads and try to negotiate ads on your behalf. So joining a multi-channel network gives you more ads than just a normal YouTube network, just being part of the normal partner program will. And you see nowadays lots of multi-channel networks try to go after people who have only uploaded a few videos. I would wait, if you're just starting, I would wait to join a multi-channel network until you've talked to other friends in the industry. I'm currently with Disney Digital Network, which was Maker before it was Disney Digital. There's a whole bunch of different multi-channel networks out there. A lot more of them than a lot fewer of them. A lot more of them are just wanting you to join so they can take a percentage of your revenue. Normally you'll join a network and they'll take, say, anywhere from 0 to like 50% of your revenue. And the promise that they give you is, well, sure, we're taking a percentage, but you're going to get more of that back because we sell ads on your behalf, so you get more money even though we take some back. But you want to be really careful before joining a multi-channel network. Some of them offer extra little bits like free music to use in your videos and stuff like that. But I would say caution, caution, caution when joining a multi-channel network. Make sure you know all of the facets of it. That's something to Google later. Next, you have other ways to make money. You can merchandise your name if you're big enough and your image. I have some merchandise in my booth back there. That's one way to make money. Another way to make money is to do streams on Twitch or Beam or Mixer. I guess it's Mixer now. So to do streams. A lot of those streaming platforms, it's a lot more acceptable to say, hey guys, I'm doing this. Why don't you guys donate to me? Why don't you guys give me a tip? And also on those, to subscribe requires money. So it's like $5 on Twitch in order to subscribe, and Beam has their own little version of that. So streaming is another way to make money. Another way is Patreon or some other type of crowdfunding. If you're small enough to not be at the merchandise stage yet, maybe Patreon and get your audience to help subsidize your videos is another way to make money. My final notes are, stick with it. You're gonna start recording videos, you're gonna work really, really, really hard, and I promise you, your views are not gonna be where you want them to be. You're probably gonna want 100 views, you might only get 2. You're gonna work really, really hard for a really, really long amount of time before you get an audience and you get that YouTuber effect that you're going for. Next is you will fail before you succeed. You are going to be bad before you get good, and that is just part of learning. That is part of the process. So be okay with that, but don't use that as an excuse. Be okay with always trying to be better and make your content better than it is. Huge note is be yourself. I like to say this a lot because if you really have someone that you love, let's say me, it's a little self-serving to say me, but let's say that you really like my videos, and you try to record videos exactly like my videos, absolutely to the T, absolutely like my videos. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to be a better version of me than you are. You are going to be the best version of you than anybody else. Nobody can be you better than you are, so you should always be yourself. If you're trying to be like someone else, you're only ever going to be second best, so be yourself. Have a thick skin, because you're gonna get critiques, you're gonna get comments back that you're not gonna like, and you're just gonna have to live with it for a while, or use that as constructive criticism. So make sure that you have a thick skin and that you can deal with a little bit of that. I don't have much time. I only have about 3 minutes for Q&A, but I'd be happy to answer anyone's questions if there's something that you guys would like to ask. So if you guys have a question, go ahead and raise your hand, and I'll point to you. Yeah, right there in the front. First off, what's your name? And what's your question? Fantastic, thank you. She asked, how old was I when I started making my YouTube videos? I was in high school, so I was 17 to 18 years old when I started. I can't quite remember. And I uploaded a school project that I had worked on. I uploaded it. It happened to be a music video for a band that I really like, a small indie band. And they put it on their forums, and I got comments because of that. And I thought, wow, this is awesome. Way back in the back, can you yell? Yeah, you. Can you yell your question? 2 questions? You've been doing YouTube for 2 years. I don't know if I can hear you, actually. Yeah. We may have to ask people to come up to the stage. We only have about 2 minutes left. Awesome. Okay, so he's been doing YouTube for 2 years, and he only has about 106 subscribers. And he's asking, how long did it take me to get to where I'm at? Well, if you remember way back on the summary page, I started publishing YouTube videos in 2006. And things didn't really start taking off until around this time in 2014. So, what is that, 8 years? 8 years, woo! I'm eating this microphone. It took me 8 years to finally have an audience. 8 years of learning, 8 years of uploading, 8 years of trying over and over and over and over again. So when I say it takes a long time, it can take a really, really long time. For doing it for 2 years and having 106 subscribers, that's a great starting point. That's a really, really great starting point. And also, I started and stopped a lot of times too. I started in 2006, but when I went to go work for Brian Brushwood in 2010, I stopped uploading videos. So from 2010 to about 2014 or 2012, I guess, for 2 years, I didn't record any videos, I didn't publish anything. So I started and stopped a few times. Yeah, right there, you may have to come up here. I'm sorry for making you guys run up here to ask your questions. But let's start off first. What's your name? And what's your question? 2, okay. Cool. Okay, so the question is, did I go to college and what did I study? I did go to college. I went to a community college in Austin, Texas. That's where I was born. And I studied radio, television, and film. But I'll be honest, after studying radio, television, film, I dropped out of college. I started getting early into the magic scene, and when I worked in construction and brushwood and all that stuff, I really wasn't having a fun time with college. So the path for me was to drop out, but that's not the path for everyone. What's your second question? So the question is, how much money do I make per video? And this is going to be a wide range, because it works out to you make about $1 for every 1,000 views. And it's complicated because you're not really getting paid per view, you're getting paid per the ad, and you're getting a portion of that and all that stuff. So sometimes you can see people get paid as much as $10 for 1,000 views. Some people get paid a few cents for 1,000 views. So the videos range. I tend to get about, say, 12,000 views a video, so maybe $12 a video. And I'm lucky in that I have a big back catalog, and that back catalog has videos with millions of views. And so those videos make me more money than the videos that maybe I just published that only get 12,000. Sure, you up here. I think this is going to be our last question, guys. I'm so sorry. So two questions are, can I play Fortnite, and can I do a collab with PewDiePie? Fortnite, I've seen it, I've played it a bit. I'm still so focused on Minecraft that I haven't jumped in the game yet. And then with PewDiePie, I'd love to get his contact information. I'd be very happy to record a collaboration with PewDiePie. That'd be great. Guys, thank you so much for coming out over here to the inspiration stage. You guys have been amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to be on the stage. In fact, I'm supposed to be on stage right now, so that's where I have to run to my next event right now. So unfortunately, I'm not going to have any time for photos. I will be back at my booth right after that stage. That will be at 12 o'clock, right at noon. I will be on my stage.